Hey everyone, Kaylee, your friendly neighborhood hairstylist here, and today we are doing some partner costumes. I thought it would be fun to put together a few costumes that you could wear with a friend or a significant other, and I just put together a few of my favorite duos, both past and present, and I think it came out super cute. But of course you can wear any of these on their own if you want as well. I went through, I found costumes, those are gonna be linked below. They have 2-day shipping, so you're set if you're planning last minute. I hope you guys enjoy this. If you're excited for this video, don't forget to hit the like button to help support my channel. And of course, if you're new here, hit the subscribe button to join the Braidaholic family here on Kayley Melissa. But that said, let's go ahead and get into these costumes. Okay, gonna let you guys see the entirety of this dress before I show you only this much. Hey. For Forky, I wanted to keep it really playful and not super literal, so I thought it would be fun to just do fun buns. Obviously my hair is already curled. I have several videos on how to curl your hair. You can check those out. But we're gonna start by putting hair up into pigtails, however much hair you want. And if you want, you can also leave down some little pieces around your face. Secure those pigtails in place, and then we're gonna do the fun buns. And all you have to do is turn these into buns, which you can obviously do however you like. I have my method. If you've been around, you know it. I like to back comb the base of the ponytail and then smooth over the top to tame the fuzzies, twist it very loosely, and then wrap it around and pin it in place. But what you really want to do is keep track of which way you're wrapping it the first time and then mirror it on the other side. That way, when you're done, they look the same, at least close. So now on this side, I'm wrapping it to the left. Now you might be thinking those are some big fun buns, and yes, they are, because now I'm putting on scrunchies. And these typically take down some of the volume in the buns. Full disclosure, these are not the same scrunchie. They don't totally match, but I've decided that it works because Forky is made of trash and none of his parts match. Okay? Okay. Working with what I got. Now all I have to do is finish off with some blue lipstick and Forky is done. So there's Forky, but now we need the second half to this costume.
Howdy, partner.
I think this can be a super cute costume. So let's talk you through the little braids we're gonna do for Woodie.
Let's do it.
So for this, we're going to do pigtail pull-through braid. You're gonna start by putting one side of your hair into a standard pigtail. Then you're gonna put the elastic on about 3 to 4 inches down from that. Split the hair between the elastics and feed the ponytail up and through that split. Pull it apart a little bit and you have your topsy tail. And then you continue doing the same thing down your hair however many times you can depending on your hair's length. And now you're just gonna do the same thing on the other side. Let's finish this off with a bandana. Now, if you've been around Kayley Melissa for a while, you know that I covered all of the Gossip Girl hairstyles as they came out back in the day. This is a throwback that I'm very excited about. And we're gonna start with Serena on my sister, Anna Laura, because she has luscious blonde hair. So to do Serena's curls, I actually recommend grabbing a 1 1/4 inch iron and curling the middle of your hair. So not so much at the root, not so much at the end, just the middle of it with the curling iron. And you're gonna do all that away from your face, all the way through until you get to your kind of face framing pieces. For right around the face, you actually wanna go all the way up to the hairline and curl from there so you can get her signature swoop. And once you've done all that, you want to run your fingers through it, shake the hair around, whatever you need to break up the curls. And then it's product time. You're gonna use some texturizing spray liberally throughout the hair. And then to add a little bit of kind of surf texture, I recommend a beach wave spray. That goes a whole long way. You can scrunch that in. Now, if you've done all that and you feel like the curls look a little too perfect, you can always go over and straighten out just a couple pieces of the ends, either with your curling iron or with the flat iron, whatever you have to work with. If you want some more volume, you can lift up your hair at the roots and gently tease the underside just to add a little bit more volume and even some texture to the hairstyle. And finally, if you want just a little bit more definition, you can scrunch in some pomade. And now on to Blair. For Blair Waldorf, I am obviously wearing a wig, and it has air dried. It is quite puffy, but I thought it might actually be good to show you guys how this transforms, because this hair texture might be similar to some of y'all's. Right now, I kind of look like Little J and Blair had a baby and it me. To help reduce frizz and add some moisture to the hair, I'm using the Living Proof No Frizz Instant Defrizzer Dry Conditioning Spray. And then to protect from the heat and to help hold Blair's ringlets, I'm using the Kenra Heat Block High Hold Heat Protecting Spray. And now the ringlets are actually pretty easy for the first bit. We're going to section the hair and curl the hair away from the face with a 1-inch curling iron, all the way through until you get to the temples up. And then we're gonna change it just a little bit. I'm just gonna do one side at a time because I feel like that's gonna be easier with this wig. So now for the top, we're gonna create kind of that signature swoop that she has. And to do that, we're gonna be brushing the hair forward before you curl it away from the face. And the curl's gonna start just a little farther down from the hairline. You don't want it to be right up at the top because, especially for Blair, it's very swoopy and kind of smooth right here and then goes back. So we don't want super tight to the root curls on this one. And now we style. So I'm actually not gonna like brush through this as much as just kind of like pick through it with my fingers, just literally running the one finger through and breaking up some of the curls. Maybe get the other ones in there just to make it faster. But in general, we're not trying to break up the ringletiness of it. We just don't want it to stay in the exact same ringlets that they came off the curling iron in, you know? So the difference in doing that and brushing through is that you end up with these still defined pieces. Whereas if I were to actually brush through the hair, it would all form together. Then for the front, we need the Blair swoop. So I'm gonna get the hair forward, tease the underside, smooth with it still forward, and then just brush back this part. And then you can either just hold this back with the headband or with a bobby pin. I'm just gonna go ahead and do a bobby pin just to keep it moving. And by keep it moving, I mean not let it move at all. And the rest of these also kind of go around each other. So you can kind of like coax them off that way. And once you have it where you want it, you're gonna hairspray. I am using the IGK 1-800 Hold Me No Crunch Flexible Hold Hairspray. This stuff is amazing. It holds well, it's touchable, and it adds in these like pearly shimmers to make your hair look the shiniest. I love this stuff. And then I'm holding this up for the hairspray to dry because it makes like the ridges and the curls stand out that much more. So it looks like that. And that's probably still gonna fall a little bit, but I like doing it anyway. Now we just do that on this side. So to get them to wrap around, I'm just kind of bear clawing in and then rotating out. This is the deep side, so we need a nice deep swoop. Again, we're brushing it forward, teasing it, smoothing it with it still forward, and then just taking the tail that we didn't tease back. So this is a great costume to do with somebody if you have like blonde and brown hair. It's super easy. I already went and found all the perfect pieces on Amazon. I'll link those below. I think this is a super cute and super easy Halloween costume. Okay. No. For this costume, I'm actually recreating David's Pompadour. We're doing it, okay guys? We are doing it. So the first thing you wanna do is section out the hair that is going to be the Pompadour section. So basically from your temples up, and we're gonna clip that out of the way and deal with the bottom of the hair first. Now everything else goes into a tight ponytail sitting right behind this section, right here. And what we're actually gonna do from here is totally get rid of this hair. So if you have much shorter hair than me, you're still good to go. Keep following along. But we're gonna make this into a teeny tiny tight bun and pin it in place right around that hair elastic, and we're gonna cover it with all this hair when we style it. And now we let this down and the fun truly begins. Okay, so essentially we're making this shape. And to do that, we're gonna start teasing in sections, starting from the back and then working towards the front hairline. You're gonna start feeling tired as you get towards the front, but this is actually where it's important, so just keep going. Finish strong, people. All right, and now we're just gonna smooth over and make sure that all of the teasing is hidden. And as I do that, I'm gonna swoop the hair to kind of one side, and basically you just kind of make C shapes with your comb and your hand through the hair. Switch the way the C shape was going because my hair was working with me better that direction, so that's what we're doing. Okay, so I'm liking this. I'm gonna go ahead and pin here on the side, and then I'm gonna pin on the other side as well. Okay, hate that. And now from here, we have the pompadour built. We have pinned the sides. It's going well. We just have to hide the back. So what I'm gonna do is brush it, smooth it out, and then I'm gonna wrap it around 2 fingers to create just a little pin curl, and I'm gonna wrap that up and tuck it underneath everything else and pin it in place. I'm also gonna fill in my hairline because I do that pretty much anyway, but I especially feel exposed right now. I feel like the cool thing about this being a guy's hairstyle is that you can make the hairline like really distinct. Then, if you want to make your hair darker, I already have some roots going on. That gives me a little bit of a leg up, but I'm also gonna use some gray cover spray over my blonde to make it darker. First, I'm gonna hairspray because that kind of puts a little bit of a barrier between my hair and the color spray. Because it's blonde, it might up the color. So I like to take the extra precaution. But if your hair isn't blonde, you're good. Okay. If you didn't notice, I added some eyebrows to this look. I'm wearing a great sweatshirt that I DIY'd by buying some little transfer paper, printing out stars, cutting them out, and then following the directions on the transfer paper. And now I have a David Rowe sweatshirt. Also, found some rings, painted my nails black, stuck with the black for multiple looks, partially because it felt true to David, partially because this is Hollow Taco one coat black and it works really well. I've also been told I need to acknowledge the burn on my ear. I slipped pretty significantly with my curling iron and it resulted in this lovely situation. Not super happy about it, but it's healing pretty quickly actually, and I'm hoping it will look better soon. And that is David, but obviously this costume would not be complete without his sister, Alexis. So, Sister Anna Laura, come through.
La 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 la. Yeah, it's safe to say Kayley and I are pretty obsessed with Schitt's Creek.
Just a little bit. Enough for me to dress like a boy. All right, so now you get to curl your hair like Alexis. Are you excited?
I would say yes, but that would be a lie. I kind of low-key like can't stand her hair, so.
I think Alexis in general like almost hits the mark and then just goes off wrong at the last second.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
So that's what we're gonna do with the curls.
Yeah.
Let's do it. So to do those kind of curls, you're gonna grab a 1-inch curling iron. All the curls are gonna go away from your face and they're all gonna start right around ear height. And guess what? You're not sectioning at all. Just grab pieces and curl them away into little ringlets. All the way down, getting those ends, every bit of it.
All right.
Wow, she put on the flower crown and she's there. You don't even have to really break these up.
Oh my God, please let me.
I would say you can break up this piece.
This one.
And this
Sounds
one.
good.
Well, let's hairspray and scrunch. And those are my partner costume picks for this year. I had so much fun making this. Blair and Serena was a fave. I mean, all of them were faves, honestly. I loved Forky though. So you guys have to tell me which one was your favorite in the comment below. Which one are you most likely to wear? I want to know. I hope you enjoyed watching this video as much as I enjoyed making it. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button to help support my channel. If you're new here, you can hit the subscribe button to join the Braidaholic family here on Kayley Melissa. And of course, all y'all can hit that bell icon to be notified every time I post a new video. But that's it for today. Whether you're old or new or a casual lurker, thank you for spending time with me, and I'll see you in my next video. Mwah! Bye!
You bridesmaids dressed me. This is undoubtedly my worst color. I see what's happening here. It's fine.
Hey everyone! I don't know what to do with my hands. Wow, that's a big fun bun. She's big fun.
None of this.
Hating this.